Hey everyone, it's Kith Cat and welcome back to the channel. Tonight, we're diving into the mysterious and terrifying world of Japanese urban legends. These aren't just campfire stories, they're woven into Japanese culture, whispered in school hallways and shared on shadowy forums. These tales tap into our deepest fears, the dark, being alone, and the sense that something is lurking just out of sight. From vengeful spirits to cursed stories, Japanese folklore has inspired countless nightmares. So lock your doors and keep the lights on as we explore some of the most unsettling stories that haunt the night in Japan. This is Chilling Japanese Urban Legends. Our first legend is the infamous Kuchisake Onna, or the slit-mouthed woman, a ghost story that has haunted Japan for generations, whispered from one frightened child to another. According to the tale, she was once a beautiful woman, admired by many, until her jealous husband, consumed by rage and suspicion, slit her mouth from ear to ear in a fit of violence. Now, her vengeful spirit is said to roam the streets of Japan after dark, her gruesome wound hidden behind a surgical mask, a detail that makes her blend in eerily well with the crowds. She approaches lone travelers, especially children, late at night and asks in a haunting voice, "Am I pretty?" The question seems innocent, but there's no safe answer. If you say no, she becomes enraged and kills you instantly, often with a pair of rusty scissors she carries. If you say yes, she pulls down her mask to reveal her grotesquely mutilated face, her mouth stretched wide and bloody, and asks again, "How about now?" If you scream or say no at this point, she slices you in half, her rage unstoppable and her strength supernatural. If you say yes again, she uses her scissors to slit your mouth from ear to ear, leaving you with a permanent horrific smile just like hers. Some say you can escape her wrath by confusing her with a vague answer like, "You're average," or by distracting her with hard candy, Beko Arm, which she is said to love, giving you a chance to run away. In the late 70s, this legend sparked real panic across Japan. Schools had teachers escort children home, parents warned their kids to stay in groups, and police increased patrols in neighborhoods where sightings were rumored. The slit-mouthed woman is a chilling reminder that the most terrifying monsters can look almost human, hiding their true nature behind something as ordinary as a mask. Her story endures because it preys on our deepest fears, of strangers, of the unknown, and of the dangers that might be lurking just out of sight in the darkness. So next time you see someone in a mask at night, especially if they approach you with a question, think twice before you answer. You never know who or what they might be. Sometimes the scariest thing is not knowing which answer will save you, or if any answer can save you at all. And sometimes, in the world of urban legends, there's simply no escape from the terror that waits in the shadows. Next, we have Teke Teke, a legend that preys on the primal fear of being chased by something relentless, something you can never truly escape, no matter how fast you run or how well you hide. Teke Teke is the vengeful ghost of a schoolgirl, tragically severed in half by a speeding train. Now, she drags her upper body along the ground with claw-like hands, her long fingernails scraping the pavement as she searches for her missing legs, and for anyone unlucky enough to cross her path. The name Teke Teke comes from the chilling, rhythmic sound she makes as she moves, an eerie, repetitive scraping that echoes through empty streets and deserted train stations at night. She haunts train stations, overpasses and shadowy urban areas, moving with impossible speed. Witnesses say she can appear out of nowhere, hunting for her lost legs, or for new victims to share her fate. If you ever hear that unmistakable scraping sound at night, your only hope is to run. But Teke Teke is always faster, closing the distance in a heartbeat. If she catches you, she'll slice you in half with a rusty scythe, leaving you just like her, forever incomplete. Some say she'll stop and ask, in a voice that's both desperate and haunting, "Where are my legs?" Her question is as chilling as her presence. The only answer that might save you is to reply, "On the Meishin Expressway." But even then, there are no guarantees. Her rage is unpredictable. Teke Teke is pure physical horror. There are no riddles to solve, no offerings to make, no clever tricks to escape. She is a relentless force, driven by pain and vengeance. Her story is a nightmare of tragic loss and violent revenge, a reminder of how a single moment can twist a life and a death into something monstrous. It's a chilling reminder that some terrors can't be reasoned with, bargained with, or outrun. They simply exist, waiting in the darkness. The next time you hear scratching outside your window or a strange sound echoing in the night, remember, it might be more than just the wind. It could be Teke Teke, searching for her next victim. In the world of Japanese legends, even a simple sound can be a death sentence. The ordinary becomes terrifying, and the familiar turns deadly. And sometimes, no matter how fast you run, it's never enough. The terror is always just a step behind. Teke Tek is always just behind you. Don't look back, because if you do, you might see her, crawling, relentless, and ready to claim another soul. Public bathrooms in Japan are home to aka Manto, the red cloak. Alone in the last stall you hear a voice, "Do you want red paper or blue paper?" Choose red and you're flayed alive. Choose blue and you're strangled or drained of blood. Try to outsmart the spirit with another colour and you're dragged into the underworld. The only hope? Refuse to play the game, say nothing, and the spirit may leave you alone. aka Manto turns a mundane place into a trap, preying on vulnerability and helplessness. The legend is a warning. Sometimes the only way to survive is not to engage. Even the most ordinary places can hide unspeakable horrors. Next time you're in a public restroom, remember, some doors are better left unopened. The calmest voice can hide the deadliest intent. In Japan, even a simple question can be a matter of life and death. Choose wisely or not at all. Now meet Hanako-san, the ghost who haunts the third stall on the third floor of Japanese schools. To summon her, knock 3 times and ask, "Hanako-san, are you there?" If she answers, you might hear a faint, "Yes, I'm here." Open the door and you risk being dragged into the toilet, never to return. Some versions say a ghostly hand will reach out, or the door will fly open on its own. Hanako-san's origins vary. Some say she died in an air raid, others by violence. Her story is a rite of passage for students, a dare that blurs the line between bravery and foolishness. Sometimes she's seen as a harmless spirit. Other times, she's deadly. The ritual is simple, the risk immense. Hanako-san endures because she's easy to summon and impossible to forget. In Japanese schools, even the bathroom can be a portal to the unknown. Knock if you dare, but be ready for what answers. Horror has gone digital with the Red Room curse, a legend born on the internet. It starts with a pop-up. Do you like... No matter what you do, it won't close. Eventually the question completes, do you like the Red Room? Your name appears on a list of victims, and soon after you're found dead. Your room painted red with your own blood. The legend spread through a creepy flash animation, making viewers feel genuinely cursed. It's a modern twist on old fears. A simple click leading to a supernatural end. The Red Room curse preys on our anxiety about technology and the unknown lurking online. We've all dealt with annoying pop-ups, but what if one could kill you? In the digital age, even your computer isn't safe from the supernatural. Be careful what you click. Some windows should never be opened. The Red Room legend is a warning. Curiosity can be deadly. Sometimes the scariest monsters are just a click away, and the next pop-up could be your last. Some stories are so terrifying, just hearing them can kill you. These are not just tales to frighten children or pass the time on a stormy night. They are legends that linger in the shadows, whispered about in hushed tones, their details shrouded in mystery and dread. That's the legend of Gozu, or Cowhead. A tale so horrifying its content is unknown. The story is said to be so dangerous that even the mere mention of its details can bring disaster. No one knows exactly what happens in the story, because those who have heard it never live to tell the tale. The story is said to drive listeners mad or to death, their minds unable to handle the terror. Some say it's not just fear, but a kind of curse that seeps into your thoughts, twisting reality until you can't escape. Fragments exist, but the full story is a deadly secret. Scholars and collectors have searched for clues, piecing together scraps and rumours, but the truth remains elusive, hidden for good reason. One famous account tells of a teacher who began telling Cowhead to students on a bus trip. He thought it was just another scary story, something to pass the time, but he was wrong. The students begged him to stop, but he couldn't. Everyone was overcome with terror. It was as if the story had a life of its own, compelling him to continue, trapping everyone in its grip. When he regained his senses, the bus had crashed, and everyone was traumatized, unable to recall the story but haunted forever. The memory of what happened lingered, a shadow that would never leave them. Gozu is a meta-legend, a story about a story too dangerous to tell. It's a warning, a riddle, and a dare all at once, challenging us to wonder what could possibly be so frightening. Its power lies in our imagination, filling in the blanks with our deepest fears. The less we know, the more our minds conjure horrors far worse than any written words. The true horror isn't a monster, but an idea you can't unhear. It's the thought that something so dreadful could exist, lurking just out of reach, waiting to be discovered. Cowhead is a blank canvas for terror, making it uniquely personal and uniquely terrifying. Each person imagines their own worst nightmare, and that's what makes the legend so powerful. Sometimes the scariest stories are the ones you never hear. The silence, the unknown, and the forbidden are what truly haunt us, and some tales are better left untold. The legend of Cowhead reminds us that curiosity can be dangerous, and that some mysteries are best left in the dark. Our final legend is Hitobashira, human pillars. In ancient Japan, people were sealed alive in the walls or foundations of buildings as sacrifices to ensure stability and protection. Some volunteered, but many were chosen against their will, left to die in darkness. These sites are now considered haunted, with cries and moans said to echo from the walls. Maruoka Castle is infamous for its Hitobashira. A woman named Oshizu was sacrificed, but her promised reward was never given. Her vengeful spirit is said to flood the castle's moat with tears every spring. Hitobashira explores themes of sacrifice, broken promises, and restless spirits. Ancient castles and bridges become tombs, their walls holding stories of suffering. The legend is a somber reminder. Some foundations are built on tragedy. The past lingers, and some spirits never find peace. In Japan, even the strongest walls can't keep out the ghosts of history. And there you have it. 7 of Japan's most chilling urban legends. These stories are more than just scares. They're reflections of cultural fears and anxieties. Their power is in how they linger, long after the tale is told. Which legend creeped you out the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more chilling stories. Stay safe, sleep with the light on, and I'll see you in the next video.